Hi friends, welcome. This is an invoice app I built to help businesses manage their sales. Okay, so this app will help you keep track of your sales, debt, total amount sold, everything about your sales, your business record. So this app will make all your record handy wherever you are on your phone. You have this app and you can see everything about your business. Okay. This app will also make this available, all this record, the necessary record that the marketer has permission to see. The marketer is able to see it from their phone, and the customer also can see practical or details of the amount of businesses or details of the businesses they do with you. Okay, so this will make your business transparent. There are so many purposes that made me to create this app. Okay, I will just dive into the practicality of this app now. Let me show you the demonstration so that you understand how this work. Okay, so right now let me log in as an admin. So this is the account of the admin or whoever is in charge of this invoice app, whoever is managing the invoice app for the company or the business. Okay, so this is the dashboard. Okay, let me now zoom in a little bit so that this will be visible for people on mobile. Okay, so right now you can see that this is visible enough. This is customers, marketers, products, invoices. So before going further, let me create a new marketer account so that you see how it works. I'll use another browser to create new marketer account. Let me create a marketer and call this marketer Johnson. So this is Johnson's dashboard. It is blank right now because Johnson is not yet a marketer. So let admin make Johnson a marketer right now. So let's add marketers. So let's select the Johnson account that was just created here and add as a marketer. So right now Johnson is now a marketer. Going back to Johnson's account dashboard, you now refresh and see that Johnson is now a marketer. There are no customers for Johnson yet. Okay, this is Johnson's account that your marketer that will just log into the account. These are the details the marketer will be seeing about his or her transactions. Okay, so right now going back to the admin account, let's add in some customers for Johnson. So there are no customers yet. Let's add some customers for Johnson. So I will use a fake filler here to fill this very quickly. So the Johnson is the only marketer. That is why it's selected here. If there are other marketers, they will show in this drop down. Let's add a customer for Johnson. Add another customer. Let me use the fake filler. So let's add the third customer. All right, for this to make sense, let me create another marketer so that this will be understandable. Okay, so that it will not be only one marketer that I'm using for this demonstration. I think I need to zoom in this other browser too so that it will be visible. Okay, I think this is good enough. Let's register a new marketer. Let's call this marketer Joy. Alright, as you can see, Joy has been added. Let's make Joy a marketer through the admin dashboard. Going back to the dashboard, going to the marketers, add marketer, and then Joy is available here. Let's make Joy a marketer. Let's quickly add customers for Joy. These are Johnson's customers. Let's add customers for Joy using the fake filler again for quicker filling. So let's select Joy now instead of Johnson. Add this customer for Joy. Let's create another customer using the fake filler again. Add for Joy. Let's add the third customer for Joy using the fake filler. So Joy is pre-selected here. So these are customers for Joy. This is the name of the customer, the address, phone number, and the marketer who is assigned to this customer. The total debt if available. Okay. So these are the action buttons. So going back to the admin dashboard, let us create some products. Okay, there are no products yet for this company. So these are the place you add the products that your company or your business is selling. Okay. So here, let's add a product using the fake filler. So this is supposed to be a product name. So if it's showing as human name, it's because I'm using fake filler. Let's add price. Let it be 2,300 naira. The product is created. Let's create another one using the fake filler. Let's make it 1,400. Create. Let's add a fourth one. Make it 2,500. Create. Let's add a fourth final one. So a business may have a lot of products they are selling, so let's add only four for demonstration purposes. Okay. All right. So right now, let us check the marketer's dashboard. Joy is the logged in marketer right now. So as you can see, Joy can see the list of her customers here. Okay. Joy can see the list of her customers here. So there is no invoice yet for this customer. So let's go back to the admin dashboard and create an invoice for some of these customers of Joy. This is Savannah, this Zachary, this Claire. So let's create some invoices for these customers. Going to the invoices. As you can see, no invoices yet. Let's create an invoice. Select a customer. I think let's start with Claire, and you see Joy is the marketer assigned to Claire. Let's select the invoice date, select the payment due date, add a product. So let's add 60 pieces of this. As you can see, the total is adding up here. Add more product. Let's add 20 pieces of this one. Add more product. Let's add I think we've not added this one. Let's add 30 pieces of this one. As you can see, the total price is adding up. More product. Let's add 40 pieces of this. So if there is any error, like a product you want to remove, let's say there's a mistake in this one, or you don't want it to be included at all, you can remove it from here and it's gone. Then let's create this invoice. The invoice is created, and going back to the dashboard of the marketer. So the marketer will now see that this customer has an unpaid invoice of 218,000 naira. So this marketer can go to view the details of this invoice. So this is the details of the invoice. This is the customer details, email and phone number. This is the marketer details. Okay, so these are the products, these are the prices, the unit price, these are the quantities, and this is the subtotal. Then this is the balance due. This is the total and this is the balance due, because nothing has been paid yet. So going back to the admin dashboard, sorry, excuse me. So right now in the admin dashboard, let admin view this invoice. So let's say that the customer has made a payment of 200,000 naira. So the admin will be able, if you notice, this form was not included, this add payment column or area was not included in the view for the marketer, because the marketer has no permission to say that a customer has paid or not. So it's the admin who manages the account. The marketer can send the information that this amount has been paid. Then the marketer, excuse me, the one who is in charge of this invoice app, who acts as the accountant, will now enter the amount paid here. Let's say the customer paid 200,000 naira. So, and the date the payment was made. Yeah. Then submit payment. So when it is paid, you can see that this is no longer unpaid. This is now partially paid. The total amount is here, and the amount paid is 200,000 naira, and the balance due is now 18,000 naira. So this one will also be updated in the dashboard of this marketer. So the marketer now sees that the customer has paid some of the amount and is remaining this one. So if he wants to see more details, he can as well go back to view this and see the total of, as in how the money came about. See that 200,000 has been paid, and then it is remaining this one. Okay, going back to the admin dashboard. Let's say that instead of paying that remaining balance of 18,000, the customer returned the goods. Instead of paying money for the goods, he returned some goods. So when this happens, it will be on the return. So as you can see, all the items that was sold to the customer are available here. So you can select the items that the customer returned. So this was 20 pieces when it was sold. So let's say the customer returned 2 pieces of this, so amounting to 2,800. So let's say he returned 2 pieces of this one also, amounting to 8,800. He returned, this was 40 pieces. Let's say he returned 10 pieces. So as you can see, this is now exceeding the amount of due invoice, as in due balance. This is the remaining balance was 18,000. So this is now exceeding the amount. So let's say you mistakenly entered return goods that exceed the remaining balance. If you submit this, it will ask you to confirm. If you go ahead and confirm, it will let you know that the total amount, the total return value is exceeding the total debt. So this is not viable. Right now, if you go back to Johnson's dashboard, for instance, and go back to the invoice, you will see that nothing changed because there was an error. You didn't enter a correct detail. So let's now go back. Let's go back to the admin dashboard and enter correct details of, let's say, customer returned two pieces of this, and two pieces of this. This is now 13,800, and the due balance was 18,000, I guess. So you write the reason why the goods was returned. So let's say not sold. So let's submit. You confirm this, and right now, if you go, if you check the marketer's dashboard, for instance, so let's check the marketer, refresh, you now see that the amount of the goods returned has been deducted from the unpaid balance. So the customer will not have to pay for the goods he returned. Okay, so this is how this works. This is very, very, very powerful application. So going back, let admin check the dashboard, the invoice details. Everything is updating here. So the balance due is now 4,200. So if it is confusing how this was possible, other details are in the, let's say that in the admin dashboard, let's admin see the customers. So these are customers, and then the one that is owing debt is on top here. So let admin see how this debt came about. We go here and see that the total amount this customer purchased from the company, total goods, amount of goods this customer has purchased from the company so far, after removing the amount of the returned goods, is now remaining 204,000. It was more than this before. So after removing the amount, because it cannot be added, the goods return cannot be added to the total amount of goods the customer has purchased, because it has already been returned. So it cannot be calculated as one of the purchased goods again. So it has successfully been deducted from the total amount of goods purchased. Then total debt is now 4,200 naira. Then the invoice, the details of the goods returned. So quantity returned was 222 for each product. Then the price of each one returned here. Then the reason for the return is here. Then if the admin want to see the invoice from which all these were returned, the admin can click the invoice number, and then the admin is here again. So I think this is good demonstration of the power of this app. Let me add a new invoice for another customer to show you another feature of this. So let's add for this Savannah. Let's create an invoice for this Savannah customer. So create an invoice for this customer called, where is, okay, this one. As you can see, Joy is assigned to this customer. So let's add some few products, 34 pieces, 23 pieces. Let's add 40 pieces for this one. Let's make it 4 products. I think this one. Let's add 50 for this one. So as you can see, the total price is here. Create the invoice. So the invoice is created. Okay, let's visit the invoice details. This one. So all the details are here. Let's say the customer paid 300,000 out of the total amount. Of course, customer can pay all the amount. I'm just using this to show you how this can be calculated. Customers can clear the invoice at once, but this is just for demonstration purposes. I don't have a lot of time to display all the functions of this app. I want to show you the ones I feel you need to know for the moment. Okay, so this money has been paid and the remaining balance is this. Going back to the customers, going back to the dashboard of the marketer. So the marketer is now seeing that this particular customer has unpaid invoice of this amount. So as well, you can still go there and then visit the receipt. So as you can see in the receipt, he has no permission to make a payment. Okay, he has no permission to enter payment. Okay, he can only print this invoice sheet. Because this is Joy at the moment, can only print this. I see it's nicely formatted. Please, you can hit on this print and then print this and send to the customer for whatever purpose or whatever reason she want to print this receipt for. So let's come to cancel this printing for now. It's not part of what I want to demonstrate right now. So okay, as it is right now, let admin see. Admin has seen customers. Okay, let admin see the marketers of this company. So of course there can be hundreds or thousands of marketers. All of them will be here. When the list is long, it will paginate and you can click next to see more. Okay, but these are the customers, the marketers we added in this video for demonstration. Let the admin see for Johnson first, because I don't think Johnson has. As you can see, Johnson has, there's no sales. None of Johnson's customer purchased any goods, so everything is zero. So for Joy, that we added some invoices for her customer. So you can see these are the total purchases from Joy's customer. So if Joy is your marketer and you are using this app, you can track the total amount Joy has made for the company, total amount the customers of Joy have bought. So it's available here, and the total debt of Joy's customers are present here. So with just one view, you can know all the records of your marketer. Okay, so this debt, you can see how it came about, that this customer is owing this debt, and this customer, you can see the details of the customers who owe the debt and then the date the invoice was created. All right, of course you can view the details and see each of them. So if you add the total amount from this customer to going back to the list, total amount here, just focus on this total amount, 347,100 naira. Then sorry, I went to the wrong place. So going back to the marketers, so we checked for this customer. Let's now check for this customer and see the total purchase. So total purchase of this customer is 204,000. So if you check the two of them, you will see that it is now amounting to the total sales to the total sales this joy has made. That 300 and something thousand plus 200 and something thousand is adding up to make this total amount. So if Joy has 1,000 customers, all the total purchases they have made will show here, all the total debts will show here. So this app is very powerful. I can take the whole day to explain this, but I hope this is understandable. If you have any need for something like this or something exactly like this, I can install this app for you, very affordable price, to manage your customers. Okay, this can last for years. Okay, it can keep record for many years. Okay, so this is very good app for businesses, serious businesses. Okay, so if you need this app or you need something like this, whatever adjustment you need or whatever features you need to be added or removed is very possible. Okay, I will drop my number on this video for you to see. Okay, so thanks for joining, and then you can contact me on the number I will drop here. So thanks for joining, thanks for staying to this point, and then bye for now.